Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're gonna go over the newest collab in the world of Monster Strike. Well, it's already been a few days, but it is Tokyo Ghoul. And I know a lot of people were a little disappointed, but if you looked at the comments from the news, there are plenty of people still excited for this. So, for those of you who are excited, or if you're just curious about what is behind the collab characters here, let's take a look at the information. Here are the gacha monsters that you will be vying for. You saw me go for it yesterday. Kaneki Can in Dark, Kirishima Toka in Fire, and Suzuka Juzo in Suzuya Juzo in the Water element. For your 4-5-star monsters, we have Nishio Nishiki and Mado Akira in Wood and Light, respectively. Individual rate ups will begin May 3rd, so by the time this video is up, I believe it should be rotating through the 3 characters. Find the character that you want. You'll get a slight boost in percentage points, but hey, that slight boost might make all the difference for you. Here are the ratings on GameWith for the Tokyo Ghoul characters, and I gotta admit, they are quite high. We don't see 9.0s very often anymore with collabs, so they clearly have a clear position in the game meta right now to shine, and so if they can fill that slot for you, they are a huge get. Kaneki Can and Suzuya Juzo both have a 9.0 rating as of May 1st. It's still early, so it could change. Of course, when the castle is ready to, people are able to play around with the castle, or the gardens, actually, more importantly, probably. These ratings could change, so make sure you take a look at GameWith again in a few days to see if anything has shifted around, but at least as of now, they have a 9.0 rating. Unfortunately, Kishima Toka is a little bit behind. She is only getting a 7.0 rating as of this moment, and that's in line with the 5-star monsters. We've got both of them hitting that 7.0. In addition, the paid pack monster, like I always say, it is never a monster that is a must-have, always a nice-to-have. So if you like the collab, get it. He will be useful in general, but won't have any standout places to shine. So that's why they usually hover around the 6.5 or 7.0 rating. So no real surprise there. And honestly, I always find it a relief to see that they are at that lower level. Although, I think I said it before, right? One of the previous paid pack monsters had a place to shine, which was a little concerning. Now let's take a look at the strike shot details for these characters. Let's start with Kaneki Can here. 9.0 rating, like I said earlier. Strike shot guarantees to hit the boss, which is always nice to see. Strike shot follow-up part of that strike shot is split into 3 parts. The first 2 are considered direct damage attacks, and I say this on and off, but for those of you who are new, direct damage means you're actually hitting the boss, and some stages require you to actually hit the boss to do additional damage. Some indirect, like through bomb combos or other ways to damage the monsters, don't do as much because the game wants you to actually hit them. This is a way to get that bonus as well. And the third part of his strike shot is a percentage damage attack. It does have a guaranteed minimum attached with it, and seems like this is the go-to thing that a Monster Strike is doing nowadays, is that if this strike shot ends up targeting a non-boss character, then the percentage attack is halved. So that's important to keep in mind. But you can see the buff values, 50% on the first gear, 85% on the second gear. The first gear, on the follow-up, you get 6 hits of 25% of his attack stat, plus a final hit, which does 2.25x. And that final percentage part will be 16%, with a minimum of 1.5 million guaranteed. For the second gear, it buffs up to 0.45 times his attack stat, 6 times, with a 4.5x to follow up. And finally, a 25% percentage attack with a guaranteed minimum of 2 million. Now let's go to Kishima Toka. She will be powering up your friendly units for a set amount of turns, and then will target the first enemy she hit. The follow-up attack has 2 parts for her. The first half is non-elemental indirect damage, right? So I said direct damage for Kaneki? Yeah, Kaneki strike shot, but for Toka here, it will be indirect. So important difference there. And then the second half will also do percentage damage of its max HP. You can see the stats here for the buff, 30% and 65% respectively. And for the friendly characters that she touches as part of her strike shot, first gear, they will also get 30% and that lasts for 2 moves. And then the second gear, it's a 50% boost and lasts for 3 moves. So pretty nice buff there. Follow-up attack, you see there you got 1.1 times the attack set, 26 times, and you also have max HP, which totals to 13%, which is technically 0.5% for 26 total hits. Second gear, the value increases to 2.3x and a total of 23.4%. And like I said earlier, it also does follow the behavior where if this ends up targeting a non-boss character, the percentage amount is halved. And then we have a Suou Yaho. It's a simple strike shot, which is nice for me at least. This will also target the first hit enemy, and then the follow-up attack will be doing a vertical attack down the middle of that character that you hit. If the weak point is in that line, you get the bonus. If it's not, you won't. So important distinction there. Buff 25% and 40% respectively. Follow-up damage does 7.8x and 12.8x respectively. And so those are your 5 6-star monsters. We'll also go through the paid pack monster real quick. Tsuki Yamashu, 6.5 rating, like I said. Strike shot will target the closest enemy after he's done moving, and it will take the shortest path to that enemy. The strike shot also reveals weak points, all weak points of that hit character, but it doesn't guarantee it will hit that weak point. It's just, again, shortest path to the character. So if it happens to land on a weak point, then you'll get the bonus, but otherwise no dice. You can see the buff stats here, 20%, 50% for the buff. Follow-up attack is 5.1 times the first gear, and then 9.0 for the second gear, and then the weak point reveal is 2 turns and 3 turns respectively. And here are your 5 standard missions for the collab. You've got the light and dark as your 4 5-star quests. The water quest this time is your daily drop. Don't forget about it. You'll get 7 drops guaranteed each day, and if you do co-op, there's a chance you'll get 2 or more. Scheduled quests, you got the fire and the wood quest, bring your max luck monsters, or wait until monster strike day to farm them to max luck. And we got this announced very recently in the last Monster Strike news, but we do have an Insidious Quest. It wasn't announced on the release of the information that we're getting Tokyo Ghoul, but as expected on news, we got it right away. We will be taking on Fukuro, and Fukuro will be a farmable type Insidious Quest where you will need to bring a monster in and farm him up to 99 luck. However, he will be giving all monsters 99 bonus luck, so every monster is a max luck monster. So just find your OP monsters who are best for this quest and take them on. No need to bring actual max luck monsters. And then of course we have missions. The Anteku coffee shop is available. Clear missions to earn coffee. Once you get that coffee, serve it to one of the 3 customers that you have waiting for you. However, do keep in mind that you can only serve 1 cup of coffee per day. That sounds like a terrible business model for a coffee shop, but I guess that's how it works. Missions 6 through 10 will be unlocked on May 4th, 4 a.m. Right now, you only have 5 missions available. They are pretty straightforward, so you can collect coffee ahead of time, but you can only deliver 1 a day. And of course, even more missions will be unlocked eventually. I think 10 is not going to be the finish. So here are the translated 10 missions. 1 through 5, they are available right now, and like I said, starting on the 4th of May, you will be able to get 6 through 10 available. So those are the missions required to clear those. Take a screenshot, or of course follow me on Twitter or the Discord channel. All of those are available pinned for you to look at any time as well. Although I don't mind you coming back to this video every day. As you know, the mission reward monster will be Fueguchi Hinami here, and every time you complete a delivery of coffee, you will get 8 copies of Hinami, as well as 1 item from that customer's pool of rewards. You won't get any dupes. Once you get one, it won't come again unless it's like a second Tokudama. Once you finish all of the rewards, you can keep delivering coffee to get 5,000 soul points, which for those of you who need to refill that, it's a pretty easy way to pick it up, I think. Well, we'll have to see how annoying the missions are later. And of course, for whatever reason, we only have one monster via. It's the same monster for the mission for the login rewards. We're gonna get Hinami on day 1. You already got her. That's it. You're just gonna get 2 Tokudamas on day 2 and 4, and then you also have a good job stamp on day 3. All of the days you'll get some standard in-game items. And of course, as is the case with collab quests, the paid pack monster will function as a max luck for the duration of the collab, as is the mission and login, but since they're the same monster, Hinami will fill that role. Of course, if you want her to stay max luck after the collab, make sure you actually finish 99 lucky. And that is it for us today. If you have not done so already, go and make sure you watch that gacha video that I did. And hopefully you don't have any questions left about what you need to do for this collab. I think everything is pretty straightforward. Hopefully the missions aren't too difficult. We will get another set, probably an Insidious Quest. We don't have a Striker's card available for Tokyo Ghoul quite yet, and of course, we will always get a Striker's card for collab missions. So we'll just have to wait to see what next week's Monster Strike News has in store for us, and if we get any additional modes on top of what we have right now. Who knows? So, yeah, I think that's it. So if you have not done so already, do consider hitting the like and subscribe button below. Follow me on ENGmonst, that's on Twitter/X, and of course, link to the server on the description. Link to the Discord server in the description below. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.